EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now it's Haskins looking deep in the direction of Coop. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
What? 190. 50. Mike 50. Right here. 95, 95. 40, 40, 40. Check Mike 50. Mike, hold. Check Mike 50. I'm scared. What?
On first down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long. It's Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jake Ryan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
That good for 22 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Check 13! Check 13!
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards that time. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Check. Check. Watch the pass. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Come on, baby.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up second down.
50's the money. I got it. Zebra. 50, Mike's 50.
Wilson now, throwing again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 0. Orbit. Check Mike 39. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 33.
To throw again is Wilson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 21-0 our score after 1. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Mike's 50. Watch the run. Run pass.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Cardinals 0. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. This is taken at about the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Haskins on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Amari Cooper on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here is Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. They've got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Hey, 190. Check flag 39. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Say.
On the ground, it's Eckler. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We won't come back.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Alert.
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
12. Come on, QB, come on. 14. Check set.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 56 to Mike. Night, sweetheart.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
56. Right there. 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Haskins to throw, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Well, a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He was looking for Parker that time. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Come on now, let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Lynch has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Tight dog. Guys, listen.
Now Wilson. He'll get this to Eckler. 30, the 20, 10, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, here's Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Still going. They can't stop him. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings us second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And an alley to run. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll run on first down. Dobbins sheds another and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Cardinals on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. Right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 33 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down.
Next time, son.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to let this one. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Intended that time for Cooper, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Room here to run. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
he's got a man complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.